It has been a busy week. Last Friday, as well as work, the engineer came down and signed my plane off from its annual a few days earlier than expected. Haven't flown it yet, more on that later. The engineer who's got to sign off my plane, who's coming down from Blackbush, is coming much earlier than I expected. So he's coming today and I've got 45 minutes to get my stuff together, get up to the airfield and be ready to fly the plane, which caught me a bit off guard actually. I was going to be going through my pilot bag and all the stuff out of the plane this weekend and get it sorted ready for next weekend, so I'm not actually really that prepared. I might get a chance to fly it today, just take it up and then do that compression test. That is the Cessna 172 that I used to own a 1/10 share in. That Rockwell Commander there, the grey one, that's the engineers just signed my plane off. I had to depart on that one. Technically speaking, the plane is signed off out of its annual. A bit rich, lean it up a bit, lean it up a bit. Remember that video from when I just took all the crap out of my plane before the annual? Well, time to put it all back in again. I'm going to try and keep it tidy though. It makes me feel weird every time I say these words out loud. This is my airplane. Not words I actually ever expected to hear myself say. So the plane's annual is signed off and the plane's ready to fly. I got to do a test flight for an hour or so, and interestingly today, I could have gone flying today. The weather's okay, the plane's ready to fly, but it was a little bit caught me by surprise. I haven't flown for 10 weeks and I just didn't feel ready. My secret date. This is our Valentine's Day date, by the way.
It better not be, because I just paid for it.
Why should the man pay? She's the hardest person to buy presents for. So I just thought this is just makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, do it together.
To have a coffee, did you go over to that restaurant?
Yes.
Okay.
Me and Mum went for a sneaky date. We're doing 0 miles an hour. On Saturday, I unpacked and repacked my pilot bag to try and get my head back into the flying space. Made a video of it. Clara photobombed the video with a subscribe drawing, which was very funny.
And don't forget to subscribe.
If that made you smile, please subscribe. That would be fun. Anne-Marie thought we were having our Valentine's Day dinner on Saturday night, even though Valentine's Day was a Monday, but I didn't get that memo. So it was a kind of weird half Valentine's Day dinner, half not. But she made me watch, and when I say maybe, I mean she made me watch The Wedding Singer with Adam Sandler. In return, she agreed to watch The Matrix with me, the original Matrix with me the next night. I stayed awake for the whole of The Wedding Singer. Being nice to each other for a change. So what mystery are we going to solve?
Leaking oil.
Oh yeah! That's proper Saturday morning breakfast. Thank you, pregnant mama. Pouring rain outside. Get into my study, hang out with the kids, give Anne-Marie a break, and sort out my flight bags. So guys, you know what to do. And that's the happy smiley face, that's how happy Clara will be. What are you looking at?
All the way down to 0
Oh.
to 1.
Oh, it's a bit gross. Is that where we are?
Yeah.
Now twiddle it around a bit. Weird. You can do that. It's amazing how apps can do. Anne-Marie is obsessed with The Office, the American Office, more than the English one. And I have to listen to stories about it every single day.
It's only because
See?
the English Office was great, but it had 2 seasons and only about 12, possibly more, episodes. But the American Office, it has 9 seasons and they have about 24 episodes
and
a
it
season.
also has John Krasinski in it. Happy Valentine's Day, John Krasinski. Right, you two, you want to watch a vlog?
Yes.
If you get into your pajamas really quickly, which one do you want to watch?
Let me guess.
I would like to watch
the seaplane in Norway with Clara.
no, I would like to watch the beach one.
The beach one?
Yes.
This is the process of Anne-Marie choosing a film.
Can you maybe show the nice bit of heart-shaped rocky road that I made you instead?
Is that because I'm sweet enough? So what are we watching? Why are you looking at kids' films?
Shh.
Right, does anyone think that's okay? Anne-Marie's actual avatar on Amazon Prime is John Bloody Krasinski. On Sunday, I had plans to take the kids up to the airfield, but it was so wet and windy we just stayed in all day. I did an awful lot of work. Also, kind of for Valentine's Day, we all went out to our local American diner, the 303 diner on the A303, for a really fun meal, which was too much food and we couldn't finish it, but it was great fun. I think that's the day Anne-Marie made me put on a face mask pack thing, which was horrible. And then she posted a picture of that on Valentine's Day. That's a Valentine's Day picture of me. Thank you very much, Anne-Marie. Like something had the silence of the lamb, so what's this supposed to do to me? Okay, I'm gonna have glowing skin and feel relaxed, apparently. Thank you, Anne-Marie. We watched The Matrix, but Anne-Marie fell asleep and slept through the whole thing. So instead, when I wake up and weather's like that and I've got nothing in the diary, stay inside and eat pancakes.
I was trying to make stars.
What, with glue?
Yeah.
That's too much glue. What are you going to make stars with? Oh, wait, I know what the glue is. Clouds.
I write a song, Daddy.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay. You going to start with the words or the tune?
The words.
I had planned to go up to the airfield today with the kids, take the Mercedes, wash the plane, wash the car, let the kids ride on their bikes, but it's just been like this all day. Instead, I'm going to write the script for the documentary of Sam selling her house, which is a video we're hoping to finish this week, which is my most important piece of work for the whole week, because we've got journalists waiting for that video. And if I get it nailed today, Sunday, then it kind of frees me up for the week a bit more.
It's Valentine's Day, please can we get a balloon? Please! Oh, motorbike! Wow!
What are you having, Archie?
Macaroni!
I'm kind of hangry. Hangry. It's a really good word. Hangry is when you're angry because you're hungry. I hate food waste. I'm totally beaten. We just had some onion rings and chips and dips in beforehand.
Nachos too.
Get off my coat, crazy animal. So for our Valentine's Day Eve, after our family supper at the American diner, Anne-Marie made me watch The Wedding Singer. And when I say made me watch it, I mean made me watch it. I have not even had a chance to catch up on so many of these magazines. Monday, worked a lot. Sam came over, we filmed a whole bunch of videos for Moving Home with Charlie, including my 2022 housing market update. Anyone thinking of buying or selling, you should watch that. I will put a link to that here. It's a short video about what I think is going to happen this year. I think there might be a house price dip, crash. Not supposed to say that word out loud, but it's possible. Watch that video if you're worried about it. But anyway, this is what happened on Monday. Here are the videos.
Happy Valentine's Day to you.
What about me?
Hey, what about Daddy?
For you as well.
What could be inside? Paint!
Yes.
Oh, thank you. I can paint so many things with
You're
this.
going to have to paint something. Yummy, thank you.
Maple syrup?
Thank you.
Wait,
Thank you for this amazing, delicious, yummy roast chicken supper on
Yes, it's really
Valentine's
good.
Day. I have a love-hate relationship with Valentine's Day. I'm sorry, that's the worst pun, but it's true. I just can't bear this concept where only your relationship only merits one day of the year to actually be recognised and acknowledged and celebrated. Okay? That's an amazing summary of what Anne-Marie says to me throughout the year, okay? But then once a year, what she writes in these cards, stuff that she never ever says to me, to my face. Thank you for all the wonderful family adventures. Thank you for creating little Charlie monsters that I have to look after every day. Thanks for knocking me up again. Thank you for sticking a camera in my face every day. But most of all, thank you for being the most inspirational person I've ever known. I love you and I wouldn't want you any other way. And so that is really special. It's amazing because getting a card with those things written in it from her means the world, because for another 364 days, she won't say any of those things anymore. This is my Valentine's card for Anne-Marie. Without Anne-Marie, I wouldn't have a chance of pulling off all the things I'm trying to achieve. Whether it's work, whether it's personal, whether it's family dreams, the whole lot. And it's not just the endless and relentless support and effort and just handling so much for me on so many fronts. She also keeps me so grounded, because Anne-Marie is unimpressed by anything material, utterly unimpressed. She is impressed only by kindness. That's a really healthy thing to have in a partner. Thank you for my Valentine's Day card, Anne-Marie. I didn't mean to go, you're dead fit. Which is probably why we keep having children we weren't expecting. This is what I got Anne-Marie for Valentine's Day this year. I also got her this tacky glass because it's just fun, and a lovely pair of shoes and boots and stuff. But I saw this in a shop today in Honiton, and I just thought it's lovely. And it's also really nice organic material, and something that we use at Best Agent. The technology we use actually we call the Octopus. So that's now going to live on our bed. That's not for the vlog. I'm a lucky boy.
Thank you. That's really sweet. Thank you.
Well, once a year we can be nice to each other.
Yeah.
We're watching The Matrix tonight. It's a deal. We made it. Tuesday, another day, worked a lot. I interviewed Amy, the agent who sold Sam's house for £25,000 over asking price. What a hero. Got a really busy day today. It's Tuesday and we've got an agent coming over to the house to film an interview about the fact that they got someone so much more money for the house than expected. And then I go to the airfield to pre-flight my plane for the first flight since the annual. Windy day. Got another pilot coming with me who's an instructor. Got a conference call with the editor who's making the documentary that we need for work for Best Agent. It's going to help get the point across about what we actually do and what a difference it makes.
We never know when you might say something valuable, Charlie.
Well, I might say something
There's been lots of valuable for me in that. You want to come?
And now I'm finally on my way up to the airfield to hopefully fly the plane for its first flight since its annual. Literally just a few minutes after I uploaded last week's vlog, I got a phone call from my engineer who has to sign the plane off saying he was coming the next day, Friday. So it's Tuesday today, so it was last Friday he came down, signed the plane off, which is earlier than expected, which is cool. The only thing worse than the weather today was the weather forecast. It's supposed to clear up this afternoon. Now I don't know. All I need is to get the engine running hot enough for long enough to do a new compression test. But my nerves are higher because I haven't flown for 10 months, and the guy who's going to fly with me now can't because it's too late in the afternoon. It's going to be a no-go, annoyingly. Just too many things going against me. The weather's terrible. I'm running out of time. My co-pilot couldn't make it. I also thought the plane was full of fuel, and it's not. I was convinced I'd left it with more fuel in it, but I haven't. It means probably another week now until I get. Maybe at the weekend. I mean, the forecast is terrible, but maybe I get a chance for the weekend to come and fly it. I also realised that I had a box full of bits and bobs that needed to go back into the plane, and I forgot to bring that. So that sealed the deal of not flying today. So hopefully the weekend. Hi guys. Number one, my co-pilot couldn't make it. That wasn't his fault, that was my fault because I was later than I said I'd be. Number two, the weather was much worse than forecast, and it would have been doing scud runs, and that would have created a local noise impact if I was doing circuits at sort of bad weather height. Number three, the plane didn't have enough fuel in it. I thought I left it with loads of fuel in it before the annual, but I clearly didn't. And number four, there are also some bits and bobs that needed to go into the plane that I forgot to bring. This is how you know that a no-go decision was the right one. I'm relieved I didn't fly. Wednesday, worked a bit in the morning, packed the car up, loaded the car up, got in the car with the kids, drove to London. Got dropped off in London. Amory and the kids went off to Colchester to see her mother who's in hospital, and I got to hang out with an old friend of mine who's visiting from Holland, and we had a boys' night out, dinner at the pub opposite my flat. It was a fun evening. Let's close all the doors and stop the cats marauding while we're out. Where are we going?
We're going to London to drop you off and then to Colchester.
All loaded up, ready to go?
Please, can we put something on Spotify?
We'll see, maybe. What would you have? What would you choose?
Up, down, bugger one. Up, down, bugger one.
Uptown Funk by Mark
Yes.
Ronson.
Yes. Up, down, bugger one. Up, down, bugger one. All day dance class.
There is, they said wear old clothes because it might get messy, so it looks like you might be doing art as well.
That sounds brilliant fun.
Maybe dance art.
Do you know who's even more excited about that than you are? Mum.
I am more excited.
Right,
I am.
let's hit the road.
I am.
I don't understand why people get range anxiety about electric cars. Well, certainly not Teslas anyway. We could have driven all the way from Devon to London in one go and still have had 23% charge left, which is around about 65 miles of range left. There's also a Tesla chap here who appears to be just topping up our screen wash for free. Not sure why.
Top this up very quickly. Am I okay to take your VIN number?
Yeah, of course.
Lovely stuff. Any questions that I can answer? Everything working all right with your car?
Everything's working fine. I'm coming up 40,000 miles on this now. I've had it nearly 2 years. The only question I've got is, if the brake pads do get low, do you get a warning light?
No, you don't.
I have done road trips all over Europe, all over a lot of America, all over some of Australia, and there's nothing quite so disgusting as the smell of British motorway services, bathrooms and restrooms. There is a uniquely rancid and disgusting smell.
Den is there.
Make a den in there?
Yes.
Yeah. Quick trip to the cool Battersea Park playground. There's a pit stop for them on their journey all the way to Colchester in one day.
Going up there, Daddy.
Okay. I don't know how teachers do it at the class. I've got just 2 kids here and I can't keep my eye on both of them at the same time. Guys.
Bye.
Bye. Short walk to the flat where my friend from Holland is already sitting there on some video call with his work in New York. And catching up, so boys' dinner tonight.
I'm so pleased to see you.
Yeah. Well,
All right.
can never
so do you
walk
want-
past
do you
this
wanna do-
without. I'll tell you what, if you'd let that Tiffany's one go for 20 quid, I'd take it. Right, okay, thank you very much.
Do you want to take that?
Yeah, I'm gonna take it. I'll take both. I'll take this one now and come back in 1 minute because I can live right.
Okay, so I'll just prop it up behind the door.
Yeah, okay. Where did she find all these great things? Carrying this amazing thing. That's my flat. I just got it. Don't need it. Shouldn't be buying it. Can't help it. God, this is heavier than it looks. I don't know. Big framed breakfast at Tiffany's thing for 20 quid. I think it's a bargain. And this chest as well, which is lovely.
That's basically 1 hour.
You know when a friend comes around to your place and then has a work call on speaker and takes over? Yeah, that's happening. It's great to see him though, won't be long. I'm gonna just switch off and chill out this evening. I'm gonna go out for some dinner and catch up. And I got my jacket back. The one I left in Holland, in Hilversum, when I flew there in the summer. So I haven't seen the jacket since August. Just had a really delicious dinner. So rare now. This used to happen every single night when I lived in London, but now dinner outside in London is like once every couple of months. A couple of beers, some good food, and catching up with an old friend. It's awesome. And that was yesterday. That was Wednesday. And today, I had to get out of the flat early this morning. My friend stayed over on the sofa, and we went to a really cool place in the Strand and hung out and worked there all day today. We took the bus, we took the tube, I took the train on the way back. Always fun spending a day in London. Got a lot done. Did a huge amount of editing of a documentary we're doing for work. And now I'm back in the flat. It's Thursday evening. Anne-Marie has been in Colchester today visiting her mother, who is really unwell and is just being moved from Colchester Hospital to a nursing home. She's in a bad way. Anne-Marie's upset. It's really awful. And I don't know what to do about it. And there's not much we can do about it. It's horrible that we're so far away in Devon and Anne-Marie's mum's in Colchester. Anne-Marie will be back any minute, walking through the door. And I'm trying to get this finished before she does so that I can be there for her. Early start this morning because there's a TV production company coming to film interviews in my flat for some documentary about the royal family. So they're going to be here soon. I had a friend stay over on the sofa last night. Quick eggs on toast and coffee. And then we're both going off to a place in the Strand to work for the day. Much. Here is the forecast for tomorrow. So tomorrow we're supposed to be driving back down to Devon, but look at this.
80, 90 miles an hour, perhaps more on some of those exposed coasts through South Wales and the north coast of Devon and Cornwall up through the Bristol.
Which is where we live.
Significant waves, storm surge, that's where the whole of the sea.
So it should be an exciting drive home. We haven't got any choice. We can't stay here tomorrow. We have to get out of here tomorrow.
Danger to life.
So that's another week. Without going into any of the details, there is cause for optimism on most fronts. It's very slow progress, but it is progress. We've had a marked increase in people using Best Agent. It's still a long way to go till we're where we need to be, but nevertheless, we've had a record week. Thank you to those of you, by the way, who've used Best Agent the last week, and I know some of you have. It's very, very cool. The only thing I want to explain is about the plane. So I need to fly the plane because the compression's too low on one of the cylinders. I need to fly it hard. Tuesday afternoon, I went up to the airfield to fly it, but the guy coming with me couldn't come, and eventually it was a no-go. The weather's now crap for a few more days. I can't fly it again until the engineers are ready to do the compression test afterwards, but that's the next job in the plane. On Monday, I have got my ground school. I don't want to say my punishment. It's the consequence of my airspace infringement. And next week, if I can find the time, I'm going to try and tell the story of my airspace infringements, all three of them that have got me to where I am now and what's left to happen until that third one is concluded. But in the meantime, thanks for watching. Thank you for supporting this channel. It's awesome that you guys are watching these videos, and I love the comments and feedback as ever. So please, by the way, ask questions. If any of you got questions, I'd be really happy to answer questions on these weekly videos. And I will see you on the next one. Have a great weekend, and everyone stay safe. Bye.
And don't forget to subscribe.